Hey, welcome back to Musical Mayhem. I thought I'd do a quick product video on a new item I just purchased and had shipped to me. It's getting rave reviews all over the internet, which is phenomenal. Great price range, what have you. But what I want to talk to you today about is the Xvive wireless transmitter system for guitar. Um, and what I want to specifically talk about is what the customer service is regarding the product, because the first one I received was defective. So what I haven't seen that often on a YouTube video is a review of customer service and how well that whole process went. So got my device, was extremely excited, plugged it in, all the lights lighted up, and you could see it connected. And I played with it for about an hour, walked up and down the house, did all kinds of crazy things, and it was great. Tonality was phenomenal. Um, it was working exactly as I hoped it would work. Shut it all down and had a rehearsal later that evening. So packed up the balance of my gear, went off to the rehearsal hall, and plugged it in, and nothing, absolutely nothing. I thought, well, is it the battery? Maybe it ran out of juice. Check that. Nope, lights were fine. Um, wasn't my normal amp, so I played with the amp, and then I grabbed a cable, put the cable in into the guitar, and the amp worked perfectly. So spent a couple of more minutes trying to get the XV to work, but nothing. So packed it back up when I finished the rehearsal. Got home that night and read through the instruction guide that comes with it. And the first thing it said to do was to contact the manufacturer. So I sent them an email saying, "Here's my dilemma. Um, what's the next steps?" I did receive a email relatively quickly back from the manufacturer saying that they would be more than happy to assist me through the process. Um, Took a couple more days after that before their tech got back to me and asked the same series of questions that I'd already gone through. Did you make sure that the channels matched? Did you make sure it was, charged properly? Blah, 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 blah. Yes, it did. So I realized that this is wasting a bit of time. They're making an effort, but it's wasting time. I need to get this thing working quickly because I've got some gigs coming up. So what I did is I sat down and did a quick video, and I showed them how I could plug in the cable and I get sound through the amp, put this in, showed that the two lights connected, that it was on channel one, all of the stuff that's involved with it, and bupkis, not a sound out of it. Sent that off to them. And about a day later, they contacted me and said, "Okay, return it to your supplier." Um, this was a first time purchase for me from a company out of the United States, because I'm located in Canada, called B&H. And I always thought B&H was an extremely large and great reputation photography company. But they have this whole pro audio and musical instrument section that I had no idea about. And how I found out about them was when I went on the Xvive site to find out where I could purchase this thing, because I'm in Canada. It came up with the standard Musician's Friends and ZZ Sound and all the rest of the stuff that came up normally, but they wouldn't ship to Canada. And then I saw B&H. I thought, well, I'll give it a shot. So I went to the B&H site. It was $1.99 US. Perfect, even with the exchange rate. And placed the order. It was shipped quickly, which was great. Arrived here. If you're in Canada, I did pay $20 duty, customs, and tax fee to get it across the border, but shipping was free, so that's okay. I would go back and buy from them again, because they did provide some great support and great service to the whole process on it. Anyhow, I contacted them. They sent me an RMA, return authorization number, and packaged it all up, cost me another $20 to ship it back to the United States. I didn't hear back from them from a few days, so I did a quick follow-up to say, did you get my package? They did, and of course it was purchased at a bad time of the year, which was around Christmas, so they had a backlog of returns and exchanges and stuff like that. Anyhow, long story short, they came through. They sent me a brand new product. This is the brand new one. I've tested it out for the last 3, 4, 5 days in a row. Touch wood, everything is working fine and dandy on it. So, point of this video is that items can be defective. Don't see much of that on YouTube. The company did what they said they would do. If you run into the same sort of scenario, I don't know if I would contact them directly, because they really didn't do much other than delay the process. And if you're looking for a quality supplier who follows up quickly with their customer service, as I'm sure the other ones do, I can recommend P&H, because I've gone through that scenario with them, and they've been great. Anyhow, any questions, let me know if I can answer them for you. I will be using this live tonight. I will be taking a cable just in case, but I'm not expecting any problems. Thanks. Hope you enjoyed it. Talk to you soon.